Hi guys, I am doing a video review of the Escort Passport 9500i. This is not the iX, this is the I. It has the red display. So, overall, I found that this radar detector is amazing. It's got this mode called Auto Mode, and it is attached to GPS, so it knows how fast you're going. So when you're in Auto Mode, what happens is, say you're in the city, you're doing like 50 kilometers an hour or whatever in this city, the sensitivity will be reduced because it knows how fast you're going. But say you're on the highway and you're going really fast, it will increase the sensitivity and open the floodgates so that it's really sensitive and it'll detect anything. It's like any radar trap that I've gone by, it has always detected it, given me lots of notice to slow down. I had one radar trap, and it alerted me to that pretty quick, but that was a close call. But yeah, so overall, it's an amazing detector. It's got an awesome look. It's like everything about it is amazing. Yeah. So overall, here, right here, these are the suction cups that hold it onto the windshield. The suction cups are pretty good quality. I haven't had it fall off or anything, so they're pretty good. There is another pair of them in the box when it comes with it. Yeah. And then, hold on. There is the cord, so it's a coiled cord, and it goes to, I don't know if you can see this or not, but that is the plug-in. And on this plug-in here, it's got a mute button. Alright, so say you're driving along and you can't reach up all the way up to here to press the mute button on the detector. You can just press the mute button that's down right under my thumb right here. You just press the mute button, it'll mute it. Yeah. So here, let me get it down so we can look at all the buttons. Alright, so here is the release button. There we go. The release button right here. So you just press that to take it off of the stand. The sensor is right in here, right in the back, the front sensor, and then there's a rear sensor, and this is the rear sensor.
GPS signal is lost.
Just lost the GPS signal. But this here is the rear sensor, okay? So it looks out the back of your car for anybody who's shooting radar at you from behind. Here's the display. It's on maximum brightness right now so that you guys can all see it. Yeah. So here's the buttons. Alright? They're laid out really well. I really like them.
GPS signal acquired.
There we go, just got the GPS back. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go, it's focused now. Alright, so first button is the mark button right here. Alright, and how I was saying this earlier, it is hooked up to GPS. So what happens when you press the mark button is you can mark the location. So say you're going on a trip or something out to wherever you go, and you see a cop, right? You can mark that location so that next time you drive by, it'll warn you within 1 mile that it is a speed trap where cops normally hide. So you can slow down just in time. This button right here is brightness in the bottom right-hand corner. See if it'll focus. This one right here, BRT, brightness. Alright, so you press that, it'll change the brightness. Let's take a look.
Auto.
Okay, auto brightness is what I normally use. Alright, auto brightness, it has a sensor in there, it detects how bright it is out, and if it's really bright, it'll turn up the brightness so you can see it. If it's dark, it'll turn the brightness down so that you can, so that people aren't trailing from behind you. Yeah.
Full dark.
This mode is really handy for anybody who has like see-through back windows and they're not tinted, but what it does is the detector's still on, like it's still, checking for radar and stuff, it's still scanning, but it make sure that, say you're driving at night, and somebody comes up behind you, and they see that you have a radar detector. I'm sure some of you have noticed this before, but they trail you. They will follow you. And this basically just makes sure that they don't see it and follow you along. Then obviously there's minimum, medium,
maximum,
and maximum.
Auto.
So I'm going to put it back on auto. Alright? So there's the auto brightness. Alright, so next thing. The volume buttons, obviously. You can see this. They're right here. There's these little dots right there and right there. There you go. You see volume, the plus and the negative there? Yeah, that is the volume button. So it's got a little bar graph for volume. Turn it all the way down. There you go. Now it's quiet.
Audio maximum.
I leave it on maximum because I listen to loud music, but yeah, whatever floats your boat. Next button, the mute button right here. Okay, what's cool about the mute button is that if you press it once, it will mute this. So if there's an alert, you press it once, it'll mute the alert. Alright, second time you press it, it'll ask if you want to lock out this signal. Alright, locking out, what it does is that next time you go by that place, because GPS knows exactly where you are, next time you go by that spot and there's that frequency of, say, let's say it's a false X-band signal, next time you go by there, it'll remember that there is a false X-band signal there at that frequency, and it will lock it out so that it doesn't go off. But what happens when there's a cop there, right? If there's a cop using that false positive, what happens is it will go off because it'll be a different frequency of X-band, right? So it won't lock it out. It won't lock out cops, but it'll lock out the false positive. Alright, this is the power button right here at the top. Right, this button right here. And then there's the sensitivity button. So basically there's three modes, alright? A for auto, right, which is right there. Okay, in the bottom left. It's sort of hard to see. But that's auto right there. That says A. Alright, auto, like I said earlier, it detects how fast you're going because of the GPS, and it will adjust the sensitivity accordingly. Then there's the classic settings. City. There's a C there for city. Alright, so that's really low sensitivity.
Highway.
And H for highway, so that's high sensitivity.
Auto.
I leave it on auto. There's no point in city or highway or anything. Just leave it on auto because it's really good. It changes the sensitivity.
GPS filter is off.
Okay, that was the GPS filter, alright? So look in the top right-hand corner here. Right, look right there. And I'll turn...
GPS filter is on.
That little icon is for GPS, okay? So if it's flashing, that means it's not connected. But if it's a solid icon, that means that it's connected. Alright, so you look at the GPS button in the top right there. GPS. That just turns the filter on and off. Don't turn it off, okay? It stores pretty much all your marked locations, the locked out signals that you've saved. Just keep it on. There's no point in turning it off. Alright, so now we're going to go through the preferences, okay? I'm going to do this with one hand, so you got to